What is up, everybody? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Now, the Necromancer, I know I really like the Necromancer, and I think they're great, but everybody's gonna say the Lich is better, and the Lich does everything better, and you're probably right. But I feel a lot of people are gonna get a Necromancer before they get a Lich. Now, I could be wrong, but the Necromancer is just easier to get. So I want to talk about why the Necromancer is really good until you get a Lich. But maybe some people actually think the Necromancer is better than a Lich. I don't know. You guys are going to have to let me know what you think's better, the Necromancer or the Lich. So, unlike a lot of spellcasters, well, like most spellcasters, it doesn't have anything that really stands out. As in, like, special abilities. I mean, you got some undead stuff like Master Undead and Condemn and Animate Dead and Consecrate Dead, which these are all good in certain situations and have their place. And like every caster, you pretty much have Engulf and Meditate and Concentration, so this is pretty standard. You can get more MP, but you really don't need that. And you got your Cudgels and... would Daggers work? I guess you could go Daggers on a Necromancer. I never really thought about that. But the thing that makes the Necromancer strong is its necromancy skills. Now, you're not going to be able to get these skills until you get to Palace of the Dead, and you purchase them from the shop, I believe, down at the level 25 down there. 25th floor in the shop is where I'm pretty sure you get these. Now, I could be wrong, so please don't freak out, man. I just haven't gone down there in a while. But it's a really good class to have down in Palace of the Dead, because it deals with the undead very well. And, this will move an indirect, will move a single incapacitated or stilled unit. Not really that useful to me. And then Living Corpse, an indirect necromancy spell that transforms a single incapacitated unit into a zombie. So this is how you would turn your own units into zombies if you desired. Very, very useful. Banish. It basically turns a single stilled unit to dust, so this will basically work just like any other undead banishment. This will work just like your, what are these called? Your blessing stones, or not blessing stones. The thing that the banish items, they work the same way, so it's just a spell, which is pretty nice. You don't have to carry those items, and you don't have to, have a cleric around to banish the undead and, remove the stilled units. You can just have a necromancer do it, which is another reason you don't need a cleric. Because a lot of people say, well, I bring a cleric to get rid of the undead. Well, I just bring a necromancer to do it, it works the same way. And he has offensive capabilities, unlike the cleric. Indirect necromancy spell that curses a single target by tormenting them with evil spirits. So curse is a very interesting debuff. I could talk about it in another video or something, but it is good. It is good. It's different. It's a different kind of debuff. A missile necromancy spell that drains HP from the single target and converts the amount of drain to MP. So you have a really great way to get back MP on this guy, which is very nice. And then an indirect necromancy spell that affects multiple targets that restore HP to undead and deals damage to the living. Putrefy is very good. Putrefy is probably one of the better skills here. Life Force is good if you really are MP starved and your meditates aren't proccing or something. But Putrefy is probably the best for going, and Banish. These two are probably the best out of these six. But, everybody has their own opinion and preference. I don't really think there is necessarily like a must-use. And then we have access to dark spells, Meteor Strike 3, Ward of Pain 3, very solid dark magic that just is... I'm a big fan of Meteor Strike. I think it's one of the best skills in the game. I don't know, maybe it's just because I like meteors. I don't know. I feel like it hits harder than other AoEs, but I could be wrong. Could be just, bias going on there, which is definitely possible. But overall, I think the Necromancer is a good class. I don't think it's, the best, but I definitely think it's good. It's a good class till you get the Lich. It's one of the better casters out there, I feel, and it can fulfill the role of cleaning up the undead. And like I said, a lot of people bring a cleric to clean up undead, and the cleric can't really fight back. He's just kind of healing it on cleanup duty. He's kind of like a janitor. No, you really want a janitor on your team? I don't want a janitor on my team. I want a guy that not only can clean up, but he's also a powerhouse. I don't know. I feel like having a janitor just doesn't do it, and the cleric is a janitor. That's his job. He's the guy that sits back and he heals you maybe a little bit, and he just picks up the undead and gets them out of the way after you kill them. And then he gets under attack and he runs away. He can't fight back or do anything, you know. Where you mess with the Necromancer, man, you're gonna feel it. You know, you're gonna be hurting. So, you know, and you can even just give the Necromancer healing items and pretend he's a cleric. I mean, it works that way too. I don't know, man. I don't know. To me, the cleric is just the janitor that nobody respects, and he's on cleanup duty, and everybody expects heals from him, and he gets no credit because he doesn't do anything else. So, why have a janitor when you can have a necromancer? That's what I say. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. How you feel about the necromancer? Do you like him? Do you hate him? Why do you use him? Why don't you use him? You know, he's good, but I think most people would agree the Lich, once you get a Lich, I don't really think you have a need for a Necromancer. But I've heard people, they run Liches and Necromancers. They just do the best of both worlds. So one day I will have a Lich when I get time. I gotta go locate one and find one. I don't have a Lich yet. I don't have the joys. I know people that have told me they just have armies of Liches. They just have 11 Liches in their team. So, I mean, obviously, Lich is the way to go. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, let me know how you feel down below, what you think about the Necromancer. And as always, again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Later, guys. Peace out. Have a good one.